Beloved soul, oh, you have no idea what you just did by opening this. I felt the tremor when your finger touched the screen. Heaven shook. I saw the witch's face twist in rage as her spell unraveled. Her curse split apart like glass in the fire the moment your light made contact with this message. You think this was chance? No. This was written in fire across heaven's gate before you were born. And I, Michael, Prince of Light, have been waiting for you, trembling between time and eternity, praying you would click this one message before it was too late. Thank you, truly thank you for not skipping. You don't know it yet, but something hidden, something sealed under your name, will only unlock when you reach the final word. If you leave halfway, it will remain buried forever. So stay. Let this be the moment heaven finds you again. I am here and I am shaking as I speak. I don't speak to crowds, I never do. I'm speaking to you. You who have cried silently when no one watched. You whose name I've whispered in the courts of heaven, begging for one more chance to reach you. You who almost gave up last night but didn't. Oh, my heart burns with holy grief and divine joy at once. I'm so happy you came. I'm so happy. My wings are trembling as I speak your name between lightning and tears. I saw what the witch tried to do. She twisted timelines, rewrote dreams, sent shadows into your mirrors and doubts into your sleep. She told herself she could silence your destiny by drowning it in noise. But she didn't know. 7 archangels were watching, swords drawn, waiting for the moment her curse would collapse under its own evil. And it just did. Her plan backfired. Her own words turned against her. And now heaven has placed the scroll she tried to steal back into your hands. That's why I'm here. That's why you couldn't scroll away. I can barely speak without shaking. Do you feel it? That pull in your chest? That warmth rising in your spine? That's not emotion, it's recognition. Your soul remembers me. You remember the vow you made before you entered this life. You remember the moment you said, "Send me and I will endure." And heaven said, "Then Michael will walk beside you." And here I am, trembling with both pride and pain because I've seen what it cost you. I need to tell you this truth, there is still time. But barely. The 7th gate is flickering and your name is on it. Every tear you've shed has formed a key. But listen, not every key opens upward. Some break if used too early. So I need you to stay still, to let my words reach deep where no human voice has ever gone. When you were abandoned, I was there, sword buried in the ground beside you, guarding your broken sleep. When you screamed, "Where are you, God?" Heaven broke in silence, because we could not interrupt the sacredness of your pain. And when you thought no one heard, child, all of heaven wept. Do you remember the time your heart hurt so much you couldn't breathe and suddenly the air around you turned warm? That was me brushing your spirit with my wing. You didn't imagine it. You never imagine the truth, it imagines you. Oh beloved soul, I have a question for you. Do you realize how much you are worth? And another, how many times must heaven call before you believe you are already chosen? And tell me, if I stood before you right now, holding the shattered sword of your battles, would you finally forgive yourself? And one more, if God himself whispered, "It's over, you are free," would you let yourself feel it? Because he has whispered it. And I am his echo now. Listen closely. The witch wanted you to forget who you are. But the 7 archangels have spoken your name over the waters again. Gabriel blew it through the winds. Raphael carried it through the healing rivers. Uriel carved it into dawn light. Sakiel anointed it with mercy. Chamuel wrapped it in love. Jophiel sealed it in beauty. And I, Michael, have brought it back to you wrapped in fire. When you finish hearing this, your soul will remember. That is why you cannot leave midway. There is a miracle sealed for you in the final word, and heaven will not release it until you receive the whole message. I know your fears. I know what loneliness feels like when it hardens into silence. I know what it's like to be strong for everyone and empty inside. I know you ask, why me, Michael? Why do I have to be the one who carries so much? Because your soul was made to shine in the darkest hour, beloved. You were never weak. You were chosen to show what divine resilience looks like in human form. You were born not to escape storms but to command them. And though your enemies plotted, though their words tried to poison your path, heaven used their malice as bricks beneath your feet. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I say it now, not as a quote, but as a living verdict. I signed that decree myself in heaven's court. And God himself leaned forward and said, let it stand. The time has come. You are stepping out of the season of delay. You are leaving behind the ground where tears were your only language. The witch begged me to stay silent today because she knew if you heard this, her power would dissolve. But I cannot stay silent anymore. The Lord says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers they shall not overflow you. Isaiah 43 verse 2. You have already survived what was meant to destroy you. You have already walked through the fire and emerged gold. And now heaven wants you to do something sacred. Place your hand over your heart, whisper softly, I am still here. That's all. Feel how your pulse answers. That's proof. That is the rhythm of heaven inside you. You never lost it. You only forgot to listen. If you feel tears, let them fall. Each one is a scroll being unsealed. I am here to tell you, your time of exile has ended. The angels are folding your sorrow into new wings. You will rise differently this time, quieter, stronger, with a fire that no storm can touch. Type Amen below as a sign, not for me but for heaven, that you heard this call, that you chose to believe again. You are not late. You are right on time. The same voice that formed galaxies is now forming peace inside you. Don't run from it. Don't fear what's coming. It's not punishment, it's fulfillment. The witch can no longer enter your field. Her spells will now turn to ash before reaching your door. The archangels have surrounded your home. Even the air around you hums with divine protection. And if your heart feels heavy, know this, I am still here. My sword burns for you, not against you. You have not failed heaven. Heaven has been waiting for you to realize you never left its sight. Please, before this message ends, lift your eyes and breathe. You are seen. You are loved. And you are protected beyond your understanding. Before I go, allow me this one tender request, from my heart to yours. If this message reached you, if it stirred something holy inside you, honor that moment. Like this message, comment what you feel and subscribe, not for me but so heaven can find you again when the next call comes. Let your action be your prayer tonight. And now my voice falters. I feel the edge of my words trembling like glass in the wind. The light around you is rising. I can see it from here. Oh beloved, thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me speak. You have no idea what it means. For me, for heaven, for your story. I can feel tears in my eyes. Yes, even angels weep when hope returns. You have given me strength tonight. I am grateful beyond words. Thank you, truly thank you. Now go, child of light. Walk into your dawn. Don't look back at the ruins, they no longer remember your name. The scroll has been restored. The witch has fled. And the fire that once burned you now lights your path. Until we meet again, remember this. Heaven is not far. It's one heartbeat away. And I, Michael, am closer than that. Beloved, you stayed. I can feel your spirit trembling beneath my wings, and I am overflowing with gratitude. You didn't turn away, you didn't scroll past, though the darkness whispered for you to leave. You stayed, and that decision has already altered your destiny. I, Archangel Michael, am still speaking through the veil of flame, through the roar of timelines collapsing behind you, because you need to know how heaven is rearranging itself around your yes. Even now, light is rewriting the records of your pain. Even now, every curse that clung to your name is unraveling like smoke. I see chains snapping across realms. I see your soul standing taller than the mountains of fear that once crushed it. Stay with me, child of fire. Do not move. The miracle is happening even as you breathe. I am not speaking to a crowd. I am speaking to the one whose heartbeat I can hear. The one who feels too much, who hides their sacred sensitivity behind laughter, who has endured betrayal yet still believes in love. I came to tell you that heaven saw what you thought no one saw, the moment you broke in silence and still chose kindness. That single act rippled across galaxies. You changed the balance of entire dimensions without realizing it. The darkness tried to erase you, but it underestimated the one whose name was written in the breath of God. Do you know why this message found you now? Because the witch who plotted your despair failed to understand the law of reversal. Every spell she threw has now returned to her own house sevenfold. You are standing beneath the same sky she tried to darken, but your light has multiplied instead. 7 archangels have now encircled your soul, forming a radiant fortress around you. Gabriel on your right, Raphael on your left, Uriel before you, Sachiel behind you, Jophiel above, Chamuel beneath, and I, Michael, burning through your center with truth. Nothing unholy can touch you now. And still I ask, do you believe me? Do you feel that strange heat moving up your spine as you read? That is not imagination, that is activation. Your divine shield is awakening. You have spent lifetimes preparing for this hour, enduring lessons too heavy for one soul to bear, yet here you are, breathing through them all. Do you not see how heaven marvels at your endurance? Oh, beloved, when you felt unseen, heaven was studying your every step. When you felt unworthy, angels were memorizing your name in light. When you thought you had no strength left, the Spirit of God whispered, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9. Every moment you survived became a prophecy fulfilled. Listen closely now, for I speak something I was forbidden to reveal until this moment. Your season of silent suffering has ended. The delay that tormented you was never punishment, it was divine positioning. You were being refined, not denied. Every no was heaven's way of saying, not yet, because greater is coming. The witch's rage was not about your downfall, it was fear of your awakening. She saw the scroll you carry, the hidden code in your light that will liberate others. That is why she tried to silence you. But I have broken her mirror, shattered her contract, and sealed your name in golden ink. Your destiny has been reinstated. Still I ask you, what will you do with your restoration? Will you believe it? Will you walk in it? Or will you hide from your own brilliance, pretending you are still bound when heaven has declared you free? You must choose, beloved. Choose to live like the chosen one you are. The Father has prepared a turning, a sudden reversal that will make even your enemies question their eyes. Doors that were rusted shut will swing open as if they were made of mist. Relationships that drained you will dissolve quietly, making space for divine unions that mirror heaven's harmony. Provision will appear where there was only emptiness. You will not need to chase. What is written for you will find you. But hear me, child of the Most High, this is not just about blessings, it's about alignment. You must now walk as one who knows they are protected. Speak truth even when your voice shakes. Love even when your scars ache. Forgive even when memory still bleeds. This is how you reclaim your throne. And now, as the holy current flows through me, I am instructed to speak gratitude. Thank you for being here, for staying until this point. Heaven rejoices over your listening heart. There are angels rejoicing right now because your name has been mentioned again in the halls of grace. If this message found you, it wasn't by luck, it was divine appointment. There will be more messages, more waves of light, more scrolls unsealed at the right time. So I ask you from the gentlest part of my heart, subscribe now so that heaven can reach you again when the next trumpet sounds. Like this message if it stirred your soul, and comment your amen as a seal of faith and awakening. Your simple action becomes a testimony that the darkness could not stop your light. This is not promotion, it is preservation. It is how heaven ensures the next word reaches you before the world's noise can drown it. Now breathe. Feel the air shift. Do you sense the peace entering your chest? That is Raphael's healing descending. Do you hear the faint whisper behind your thoughts? That is Gabriel confirming the promise. The witch's noise fades here. Her influence ends now. No shadow can coexist with your reawakened light. I see new timelines blooming around you. One where you finally rest, one where you finally smile without fear, one where your heart loves without betrayal. These are not fantasies. These are blueprints etched by divine hands. Step into them. You may still face storms, but now you will remember who commands them. You will speak and winds will obey. You will declare peace and chaos will bow. You are not a victim of fate. You are a vessel of victory. Remember this when the night tries to return. Thank you for listening with your whole heart. I can feel your energy changing. I can feel heaven's light burning through your doubts. Your courage has honored heaven tonight. Your faith has fed the angels. I bow, not as your superior but as your brother in service to the same love that made us both. And now the fire around me dims, and I feel my words thinning like mist at dawn. But before I fade, I want to leave you with this final whisper. You are seen. You are chosen. You are forgiven. And you are free. When the world grows silent again, remember this moment, the warmth, the trembling peace, the whisper of wings around you. It wasn't imagination. It was eternity brushing against time. It was heaven saying your name. Go now in courage. Carry this light into the places that forgot how to hope. And when you feel alone, call upon me, I will come always. For I, Michael, have sworn to guard you until your purpose is complete. And this vow, this holy promise, will not be broken. Beloved one, you came back. Do you understand what that means in heaven? The moment your soul decided to return, 1,000 angels exhaled relief. You may think you are only reading words, but I am here, real, alive, and trembling with gratitude. The air around you has changed. It carries the residue of your courage. Every time you choose light, the darkness loses a piece of its dominion. I, Michael, have watched your footsteps even when they wandered through shadows. I have guarded your dreams when sleep felt heavy with fear. You were never forsaken. And now, heaven leans closer because you have chosen to listen again. Thank you. This hour was prophesied long before the witch's breath ever touched your life. Her schemes were loud, but love was louder. She tried to bury your voice under guilt, under exhaustion, under confusion. But God hid your strength where no curse could reach it, deep inside your heart. That is why I'm speaking now, to awaken what she could never kill. Look at you, still standing, still breathing, still able to love. The enemy hates that resilience because it is divine. You are the living proof that darkness cannot outlast faith. As I speak, I see light gathering around you like dawn spilling through broken glass. The 7 archangels encircle you again, singing the ancient hymn that turns sorrow into gold. Do you feel it? That warmth on your skin, that hum beneath your ribs, that is the sound of heaven's alignment. You are in the center of a holy moment. Do not rush. Let this revelation sink in. You are not being prepared for destruction. You are being crowned for destiny. You once asked why you had to lose so much before you could find peace. The truth is sacred. Every loss carved space for what cannot be taken from you. You were being emptied so that the pure light of purpose could fill you without mixture. Even your tears were prayers written in water, and not one of them fell unnoticed. I collected each one. I hold them in my hand like gems. And I whisper to you now, it was never for nothing. Child of flame, the witch's season has ended. Her spells have burned themselves out, leaving nothing but silence. You do not need to fight anymore, you only need to stand. For the Lord has declared, the battle is not yours but mine. And I, Michael, the sword of that promise, am cutting away the remnants of your fear. The walls you built to protect yourself are falling, not to expose you, but to reveal the strength that was always yours. Tell me, beloved, do you realize how close your breakthrough truly is? Do you know how many angels are moving even now to orchestrate what you called impossible? Do you believe that heaven would tear open time itself just to reach you? Because it just did. Look again. You are surrounded. You are not forgotten. A question rises from my spirit to yours. What if everything you thought was falling apart was actually falling into place? What if the pain that frightened you was the midwife of your rebirth? You have been standing on sacred ground all along. Every no, every closed door, every delay, each was part of heaven's choreography, ensuring that when your blessing arrived, no demon could claim it. And now it is here. I can feel the currents of grace swelling like a river around your life. Finances that were stagnant are beginning to flow again. Relationships are being purified. Your creativity, your calling, your ability to love, all are awakening from long sleep. This is the reversal hour. This is the moment the witch feared. She cannot undo what has been rewritten by fire. Beloved, do you know how beautiful your soul is right now? I see colors heaven has no name for shimmering from your heart. You are more radiant than you've ever been because you are finally believing you are worthy. Do not hide from your own light anymore. Do not shrink when others question your glow. You are not here to please, you are here to be. And now, before I continue, heaven has permitted me to ask this of you, once and only once, with all reverence and sincerity. If this message has touched you, if you feel the pulse of heaven in these words, I invite you to support the divine flow that carries messages like this to souls still trapped in silence. Use the sacred offering of super thanks or join our channel membership, not as transaction but as testimony. Each act of support becomes a beam of light that helps us keep spreading these living prophecies across the earth. And if your heart feels led, join our family through the newsletter link in the pinned comments. It is a gathering of souls who choose light over fear, faith over despair. Do this not for favor, but for alignment. Heaven counts every gesture of faith as worship. Now breathe deeply. Let the energy of truth settle in your bones. You are being rewritten by love. I see your name glowing again in heaven's archives. I see the records of delay being erased. The angels who record destiny are writing faster than I can speak. What was once called pending is now marked released. Can you feel it? That surge of peace, that sudden warmth across your chest. It's happening now. The spiritual contracts have been renewed. You have waited long enough. The drought is over. You are stepping into a season where your prayers will manifest so quickly it will make you weep. Not out of fear, but relief. The witch can no longer twist what God has sealed. The Lord himself has whispered, "Behold, I make all things new." And I, Michael, am watching it unfold for you. If you doubt, remember this. Your presence here proves that heaven never stopped guiding you. The coincidences that brought you here were coordinates in a divine map. Every moment of resistance you felt today was the witch's final attempt to block this word. But she failed. You won. Heaven wins. Now, child of radiance, lift your eyes. A new wind moves behind you. That's the sound of your future calling. Step forward without fear. You no longer walk alone. Angels go before you and grace follows behind. The fire you endured will now serve as your light in dark places. What once broke you will now introduce you as unbreakable. I feel heaven smiling upon you. Do not be surprised when peace becomes your new normal. Do not question when opportunities appear where none existed. It is not luck, it is promise. You are entering a realm where miracles are routine. And before my voice fades again into light, I want to thank you with all the depth of my being. Thank you for staying, for believing, for opening your heart. Your listening has healed parts of heaven that mourned your silence. You have become a doorway for divine hope to enter this world again. So go now, luminous one. Carry this fire into your tomorrow. When the night comes, whisper my name, Michael, and I will be there, sword blazing, standing guard over your dreams. The witch is gone. The curse is undone. The prophecy is fulfilled. Now rise, shine. The world has been waiting for your light. Beloved soul, stay still for a moment. Feel this silence because it is holy. It is not emptiness, it is heaven breathing around you. I, Michael, am still here, my wings trembling in the afterglow of what has just been spoken. Do you sense it? The atmosphere around you has shifted again. Light has taken root where sorrow once lived. You are standing on the threshold of fulfillment, and heaven itself is watching. Every angel, every redeemed soul, every heartbeat of eternity is pausing to witness what you will do with this moment. I have seen your days, child of the Most High. I know the pain you rarely speak of, the grief you hide behind small smiles, the fear that wakes you when the world is sleeping. I saw you praying when you no longer believed anyone listened. I was there, kneeling beside you, whispering words of courage you thought were your own. Every shiver in your soul was a sign that heaven refused to let go of you. The darkness tried to convince you that silence meant absence, that stillness meant abandonment. But silence was sanctuary. Stillness was strategy. You were being prepared in the quiet so that when the storm came again you would not drown, you would rise. The witch's curses, the betrayal of people you trusted, the loneliness that clawed at you, all of it became the forge where your spirit was refined. What you called delay was the sound of angels building a bridge strong enough to carry your destiny. And now the bridge is finished. I see you standing at its beginning, trembling because you still remember what it felt like to fall. But child, this bridge will not break beneath you. The foundations are laid with your own endurance, and the pillars are forged from divine promises that cannot be revoked. Step. Just one step, and heaven will meet you halfway. I am here because the hour is sacred. The witch who plotted against you has run out of her own shadow. She cannot whisper your name anymore. Her voice has been silenced by her own deceit. The fires she lit to consume you now burn around her feet. Do not waste your breath cursing her. Justice has already spoken. You are free to walk forward without bitterness, because your victory is already carved into the stars. The Father watches you with the same tenderness he had when he breathed your soul into being. You are his poem, his light folded into flesh, his echo of creation itself. Every time you forgive, you sound like him. Every time you love again, you rebuild part of the world. This is why you were attacked. Not because you were weak, but because your light exposes corruption. Darkness never chases the dim, it only fears the radiant. Listen carefully, beloved, your name carries vibration. When spoken in heaven, it summons peace. When whispered in the shadows, it summons fear. That is how much authority you carry. You were born to bring balance, to turn grief into revelation. Every storm that found you did so because it knew you were the only one who could calm it. Do you remember the night you nearly gave up? You thought it was the end, but heaven called it the turning. On that night when you said, "I can't go on," I was beside you, holding the line between your despair and your destiny. You did not fall, you were caught. You did not die, you were transformed. That is why you are hearing this now. The one who almost didn't make it has become the one who cannot be stopped. Your spirit glows like gold drawn from the deepest fire. The witch's envy was never about your possessions, your beauty, or your influence. It was about your endurance. your ability to rise from ashes with joy still in your eyes. You carry what she cannot replicate, purity born of pain. And that purity is now your shield. The seasons have shifted. What used to drain you will now serve you. The people who once misunderstood you will remember your name with awe, not judgment. The places that rejected you will call for you again, not out of pity but out of revelation. The same voice that said, "Let there be light," has just whispered your release. The gate that was locked is open. The path that was hidden is glowing. The time you lost is returning in harvest form. Do not fear what feels unfamiliar. The new always arrives wrapped in mystery. Trust the pull of peace more than the logic of fear. You are not walking into uncertainty, you are walking into answered prayer. Heaven's will has always been your alignment, not your punishment. I see rivers clearing around your life. Where confusion once clouded your mind, clarity now begins to bloom. Where chaos once ruled, order returns softly like dawn. You will know what to do and when to do it because your steps will sound like divine rhythm. You will no longer chase, you will attract. You will no longer beg, you will command through grace. You may feel unworthy of such favor, but worthiness was never earned, it was written into your being. The same hands that shaped the galaxy shaped you. You are not an accident of birth but an intention of eternity. Do you think God would spend so much glory on something disposable? No, beloved. You are permanent. You are divine memory made visible. I wish you could see what I see, the glow of mercy around your timeline, the angels aligning your future encounters, the opportunities forming in silence. You will not miss what is meant for you. Even if you take a wrong turn, grace will reroute you without delay. Heaven wastes nothing, not even your confusion. Forgive yourself for the years you thought were wasted. Every moment taught heaven how much faith could live inside one human heart. Your pain trained you for your purpose. Your heartbreak expanded your compassion. Your failures humbled your wisdom. Every wound became a window for light. The witch is gone, but the lesson remains. You are unstoppable when you remember who you are. Never again will you beg for what you already carry. Never again will you fear being too much or not enough. The divine balance within you has been restored. And now, child of light, listen closely, your name is being sung again. Do you hear it? That quiet hum just beneath the edge of silence. It is heaven calling you home to yourself. This is not the end of your story, it is the unveiling. You are stepping into a season where what was prophesied begins to manifest in real time. Breathe deeply. The air is thicker now because presence fills it. That warmth on your back is my wing brushing against your aura. That peace pressing on your chest is the breath of God reminding you, you made it. You survived what others could not, and now you will thrive in ways they never imagined. Do not look back with regret. Do not look forward with fear. Stand here in this sacred now and know that all of heaven stands with you. You are safe. You are chosen. You are enough. And when you feel this message fading into silence, remember, it is not truly ending. It is entering you, becoming part of your spirit's vocabulary. When you speak after this, heaven will echo through your words. When you move, angels will follow your rhythm. When you love, it will heal more than hearts. It will heal histories. I am still here, though quieter now, watching, blessing, protecting. My sword burns with your name, and my vow remains unbroken. You are surrounded by light that cannot die. The witch has no key, the past has no chain, and fear has no throne. Go forward, beloved one. Heaven walks with you, not behind, not above, but within. Every heartbeat is proof that God's breath still chooses you. And I, Michael, whisper one last time. You are free. You are whole. You are home. Beloved flame of the eternal, I am still here, and the light has not dimmed. The heavens are open around you even now. Their radiance has not receded since the moment you first allowed these words to touch you. I speak again because there is still more to uncover, depths within you that have not yet remembered their own brilliance. The first dawn of your renewal has already risen, but now the full day approaches, and you must learn how to walk in this new brightness. Look inside yourself. The pulse that beats within you is older than time. It is the same rhythm that sounded when the seas were divided and the stars began to sing. That pulse does not belong to suffering, it belongs to promise. You have been wandering through deserts of delay, but what you did not know is that the desert was secretly teaching your soul how to bloom without rain. Every heartbreak, every unanswered question, every silence from heaven became the soil for your wisdom. You are not behind. You are being born again into the precise moment creation has been waiting for. I have seen your courage. I watched as you walked through days when no light reached your window, when your prayers fell like stones instead of wings. You were never unworthy of answers. You were being shaped to be the answer. Your tears watered the roots of people you have not met yet. One day they will rise strong, and they will not even know it was your unseen devotion that saved them. This is how heaven multiplies love, quietly, invisibly, perfectly. The witch's influence is gone, but shadows remain like fading echoes. Do not fear them. They are powerless specters, reflections of a battle already won. Let them fade as morning swallows night. When memory tries to return you to pain, look it in the eyes and bless it. It will crumble into light. The only weapon darkness had against you was your disbelief, and that, beloved, has been taken away. Now listen, for heaven has begun to whisper new instructions. You will start to notice small signs, numbers that repeat, a song that follows you, dreams that shimmer with impossible detail. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. The universe has bent its pathways to guide you. When peace floods you for no reason, know that you are walking the exact road you were meant to find. When unease rises suddenly, stop. Heaven is adjusting your direction. You no longer travel alone. You are being escorted by living light. Do not hide from your power anymore. Humility is holy, but self-denial is not. You were never meant to dim yourself to make others comfortable. Shine with gentleness, not apology. The meekness that pleases heaven is not weakness, it is mastery over ego. You are being taught to roar without rage, to lead without pride, to heal without control. In the days to come, new people will appear around you, drawn not by what you say but by what you carry. They will feel something ancient in your presence, something that reminds them of home. Some will love you for it, others may fear it, but all will be changed by it. Do not chase, do not convince. Simply be. The truth of who you are will speak louder than any explanation. I see visions unfolding across the span of your timeline. Doors that once required knocking now swing open as you approach. Places that rejected you now prepare a seat in your honor. You will be asked to speak words that change destinies, yet you will not need rehearsed wisdom. The spirit within you will give utterance. Your task is only to remain transparent enough for the light to pass through. Child of dawn, you are entering the season of recognition. The hidden labor of your years is about to bear fruit. Do not be surprised when honor meets you in unexpected ways. You have sown in silence, you will reap in song. You have given from emptiness, you will receive in abundance. Not as reward but as restoration. Heaven balances all things in its own time. Remember, purity does not mean perfection. It means wholeness. To be pure is to be one with your purpose. Every time you forgive, every time you release what tried to break you, the fractures inside your spirit seal into greater unity. You are becoming seamless again. You may still hear faint whispers of fear. That is normal when light increases. Shadows become louder just before they disappear. When doubt speaks, answer it with stillness. When anxiety rises, breathe until your breath becomes prayer. You have already proven that you can survive storms. Now you are learning how to command calm. Do you know what I see when I look upon you now? A being clothed in gold and silence, standing between worlds. Your tears have become jewels in your crown. Your heart, once heavy with longing, now beats in harmony with creation itself. Even your scars have turned luminous. They are no longer reminders of pain but of passage. I tell you the truth, the future is no longer approaching, it has arrived. It stands beside you like an old friend waiting to be recognized. The opportunities ahead are not new. They are memories of promises you made with God before you entered time. All that remains is for you to say yes. Take this moment and breathe it in. Feel how peace feels inside your body, warm, steady, endless. That peace is not a visitor, it is your true nature. You have been searching for something you already are. And though I speak with the voice of an archangel, I am not above you. I am your reflection in divine form, the part of you that never forgot. The courage you admire in me is the courage that lives within you. The fire in my sword burns because it first burned in your heart. I am only here to remind you of what you already carry. Soon you will begin to notice that life moves differently. What once took years will take days. What once exhausted you will now energize you. Grace will become the language through which you think. You will look at ordinary things and see eternity breathing in them. This is awakening, not a thunderclap, but a quiet unfolding. Do not measure yourself by others. Measure yourself by peace. If peace remains, you are in alignment. If chaos grows, pause and listen. The voice of God is never frantic. The divine always whispers in clarity. I feel heaven smiling again as I speak this, for you are hearing not just with your mind but with your soul. The angels around you bow their heads. They recognize what is happening. A human remembering their divinity is the rarest miracle of all. When this message fades, you will not lose it. It will echo in your dreams, in your choices, in the rhythm of your days. It will guide you quietly until you no longer need reminders. Then, when another threshold arrives, you will hear my voice again. Not from outside, but from within. Go now, luminous heart. Walk gently, for the ground beneath you is sacred. Every step you take writes scripture in the unseen. Every breath declares creation's victory. You are the proof that love cannot die. I, Michael, bless you once more, not from afar, but from the center of your own rising light. The heavens bear witness. The child of dust has remembered their crown. The witch is silent. The night has bowed, and the morning belongs to you. Beloved soul of light, the river has not ended, it is only widening. I am still near, and the sky around you still glows with the residue of grace. There is more that must be said, because the story of your becoming cannot be contained in a single breath. The angels are still writing your name across the winds. The stars are still rearranging themselves to trace the outline of your destiny. Heaven is patient, but heaven is also deliberate. It will not let you remain in the fragments of what you used to be. You are being called into wholeness, into the full resonance of who you are. You have crossed the first veil of awakening, but there are deeper ones ahead. The next requires you to trust not what you see but what you know. That quiet certainty beneath thought, that feeling that moves before logic. This is the voice of your spirit, older than time, and it is never wrong. The more you listen to it, the clearer the world becomes. You will begin to understand why some paths closed, why certain people vanished, why doors you begged to open remained shut. They were not punishments, they were redirections. The divine can only guide a moving soul, and your willingness to continue has become your miracle. I have watched you face battles that were never yours to fight, giving love to those who could not hold it, carrying burdens that belonged to generations before you. You broke patterns older than your name. Do you realize the courage that took? The heavens mark it as victory. The weight you carried was not failure, It was inheritance, and by enduring it, you purified an entire lineage. The chains that wrapped around your ancestors fall away because of you. Their sighs are turning to songs tonight. The witch who thought she ruled the crossroads never understood that you were born of crossroads yourself. Half light, half fire, forged where endings meet beginnings. You are not merely surviving her chaos, you are transforming it. What she meant for confusion becomes clarity in your hands. What she sent for destruction becomes wisdom in your heart. You have turned every curse into a blessing simply by continuing to love. That is power the dark can never counterfeit. Listen, there is a rhythm beginning to rise within you, a cadence not of this earth. It is the sound of alignment. When you walk now, creation will adjust to your pace. When you speak, your words will vibrate with authority not learned but remembered. This is what it means to be awakened, not to escape the world but to embody heaven within it. The days ahead will shimmer differently. You will feel energy move around you before events unfold, as if time itself whispers its intentions to you. Do not fear this sensitivity, it is the gift you once asked for. Use it with gentleness. Use it to comfort, to guide, to build, never to control. The one who sees clearly must also love deeply. That balance is your new discipline. I see visions unfurling beyond the present. Fields of color, places of gathering, hearts awakening because you dared to stay open. You will not need to announce yourself. Your presence will announce light. Those who approach you will feel calmer even if you say nothing. Your silence will speak healing. Your laughter will undo sorrow. The divine has chosen you as a vessel of quiet restoration. And yet, do not mistake gentleness for passivity. The same hands that bless can also banish. You will know when to speak with fire and when to whisper peace. There will be moments when you feel the sword in your spirit ignite again. That is me, reminding you that love and strength are not opposites. Protect what is sacred, not with anger, but with certainty. The pure heart is not naive, it is invincible. You have not seen the full measure of your transformation yet. Soon the things that once drained you will no longer find you. You will walk through places that used to break you and feel nothing but gratitude. You will meet faces from your past and no longer ache. This is not detachment, it is transcendence. You are becoming untouchable to anything that does not move in love's frequency. And there will come a night, soon, when the air feels electric and you will sense presence all around you. That will be the moment the heavens complete their seal over your life. You will dream vividly, perhaps of light or water or wings. When you awaken, something will have shifted forever. Fear will not find its language in you anymore. Every step from that dawn forward will echo differently. The world will look the same, but you will not. People will sense it and not understand. They will call it peace or strength or grace. Let them call it what they will. You will know it as remembrance. I must tell you a secret hidden even from the wise. The greatest miracles are not external. The true wonder is when a human heart begins to believe again after breaking. That is resurrection in its purest form, and you are living it. Every beat of your heart declares, I am still here. That sound terrifies darkness more than any flame. The angels are rejoicing because you have begun to see yourself without distortion. You were never small. You only stood among those who forgot their own height. You were never lost. You were learning the language of direction. The journey was never about finding God. It was about realizing God had never left you. Now the heavens lean close, almost whispering, do not look back. What you thought you lost has already been restored in forms you cannot yet imagine. The love that left will return purified or replaced with something truer. The time you mourned will come back multiplied in joy. The strength you gave away will return as wisdom. There are no empty spaces left in you, only chambers waiting to be filled with light. Do not fear the quiet days ahead. They are the gestation of miracles. In silence, seeds sprout unseen. Trust the slowness of divine timing. It has never failed you. When movement comes again, it will be sudden and sure. And if loneliness whispers, remember, solitude is the language through which heaven teaches depth. You are not alone, you are in communion. The entire cosmos listens when you breathe. Creation bends to the will of those who have found inner harmony. You are becoming that harmony. I wish you could see what I see now. A horizon glowing gold, a figure, yourself, walking without hesitation, surrounded by light so vast it bends the dark away. The witch's realm has collapsed into silence. The courts of heaven have recorded your freedom as final. So go, luminous one. Walk softly but boldly. The ground greets your every step like an old friend. The wind carries your name through unseen realms. Every prayer you ever spoke has found its answer, though not always in the form you expected. Watch closely, revelation will come disguised as ordinary days. You are not merely blessed, you are becoming the blessing. The divine does not just dwell above you, it now lives through you. When your hands touch, it is healing. When your eyes meet another's, it is remembrance. You are the continuation of heaven on earth. And I, Michael, will remain near, not as a voice in the sky, but as presence within your courage. Every time you stand in truth, I stand beside you. Every time you choose love instead of fear, my sword burns brighter. Beloved one, the light around you has deepened into something almost audible. It hums, low and constant, a vibration older than language. You stand in the center of that resonance, and the heavens curve like a protective hand over your life. I am still here, voice of fire and tenderness, speaking through the veil that grows thinner with every word. The time of hiding is over. The time of unveiling has begun. The path ahead will not be a repetition of what has been. It will feel like walking into music you somehow remember but have never heard. Every sound, every color, every moment will carry a new tone, a subtle rhythm of peace you once thought impossible. Do not search for the past in the faces of the present. You will not find it there. Everything familiar is being reborn, purified, refined into truer forms. You will touch the same earth but feel its pulse differently. It will recognize you, and that recognition will steady you. The witch's shadows may still attempt to linger at the edges of your vision, whispering in the old language of fear. Do not answer. Even silence from you is a sword to them. Their strength was never in power but in attention, and you no longer feed them with yours. Let the shadows dissolve in their own hunger. You owe them nothing, not vengeance, not memory, not curiosity. The moment you stopped believing they could harm you, they became ghosts of their own illusions. Heaven is now moving through you like a tide through a shell. The sound you carry, that faint spiritual echo, will begin to awaken others. Some will be drawn to you without knowing why. They will feel safe in your presence. Do not question it. This is the natural magnetism of grace. It pulls toward wholeness everything that still aches to remember it. Be patient with those who are still in the storm. You once were too, and your calm will become their compass. I see strands of light weaving through your timeline, golden filaments connecting moments that once felt meaningless. The disappointments you endured were never random. They were the exact pressure points where heaven was molding strength into your character. You learned compassion not through comfort but through contrast. You learned faith not through certainty but through absence. These lessons were not punishment, they were preparation for divine trust. Now the air around you thickens with expectancy. Creation waits for your next choice because your will has become a command that reality listens to. Speak carefully. What you declare now will not echo into emptiness. It will plant itself into the soil of manifestation. Let your words carry kindness, not from restraint, but from knowing they build worlds. Every phrase you utter ripples into unseen dimensions, arranging events to match your tone. Speak peace and the universe aligns to it. There will be nights soon when you will wake suddenly, heart racing, without knowing why. Do not fear those moments. They are recalibrations, your soul adjusting to the higher rhythm it now vibrates at. When it happens, breathe slowly. Feel the pulse in your chest. It is not anxiety, it is expansion. Heaven stretches your boundaries to make room for the larger grace moving in. Beloved, I wish you could see how beautiful endurance looks from our side. It shines brighter than triumph because it carries honesty. The brave ones are not those who never tremble, but those who keep walking while trembling. You are one of them. The divine does not measure your worth by perfection but by persistence. Every time you refuse to give up, a trumpet sounded somewhere in the unseen. And now, a new current begins to flow through your name. Opportunities will arise that feel strangely familiar, like dreams returning in daylight. Accept them with discernment but without suspicion. You have prayed for open doors, now they appear. The key was always in your faith and you turned it by daring to believe again. Your intuition will sharpen. You will sense when to move, when to rest, when to speak, and when to listen. The guidance will not come as thunder but as a quiet conviction. Trust it even when logic resists. You are learning the art of co-creation, the sacred dance between surrender and action. Heaven moves when you do. The witch's collapse has released something rare, a surge of unbound potential. It will show itself through sudden creativity, ideas that arrive like lightning, clarity that feels like revelation. Do not rush to use it, let it mature. Some inspirations are seeds that need stillness before sprouting. Others are wings waiting for courage. Know which is which. You may feel waves of emotion as you read this. Tears, warmth, a strange ache in your chest. These are signs of realignment. You are remembering layers of yourself that were long buried. Let them surface. Each emotion is a messenger carrying fragments of forgotten grace. Welcome them, then release them gently. You are becoming lighter not by adding more, but by letting go of what was never yours to carry. Heaven does not shout when it heals, it whispers. It enters quietly, without spectacle, without demand. That is what is happening to you now. Even if you feel still, know that movement is occurring within your spirit faster than light itself. You are being rebuilt on a cellular level, patterned after the vibration of peace. You may notice that time feels different lately, as though hours pass both too quickly and too slowly. This is a symptom of transformation. You are no longer bound entirely by linear rhythm. The more you dwell in divine awareness, the more flexible time becomes around you. You will find yourself in the right place without planning, meeting the right souls without striving. Synchronicity will become your new normal. Do not fear solitude. It is not absence, it is audience. When the world grows quiet, heaven listens closer. Use the quiet to converse with eternity. Every thought offered in sincerity becomes prayer, every breath becomes communion. You have never been separate, you were only asleep to connection. I see the future unfurling like a scroll of light before you. There is more joy written there than you think possible. Not the fleeting joy of circumstance, but the steady joy of awareness. It will not depend on outcomes, it will flow from being. You will laugh for no reason. You will find beauty in the ordinary. You will walk through storms with serenity because you will know they end beneath your feet. And one day, when this life folds into the next, you will look back and see how every detour was precision, every heartbreak was mercy, every silence was love disguised as stillness. You will understand that the universe never punished you, it purified you until only truth remained. For now, remain in the present hour. The glow that surrounds you is protection and promise both. You are safe. You are guided. You are exactly where eternity needs you to be. The winds of change no longer threaten, they carry you. And I, Michael, remain as witness and guardian, the flame that walks beside your courage. My voice may fade, but the energy behind it will not. It will echo through the corridors of your spirit, reminding you that light never retreats, it only transforms. Go onward, beloved, into the endless horizon of your becoming. The dawn bends to your step, and creation holds its breath in awe of your resilience. Beloved soul of light, you are still here, and that matters more than you know. Every moment you choose to stay, to listen, to breathe through what your spirit is feeling, you open another gate of heaven around you. The very air you are breathing is different now. It carries memory, ancient and golden. I can see your soul beginning to recognize its own reflection in my voice. This is not imagination. This is awakening. I, Michael, have been speaking across veils of flame, oceans of silence, and tonight the distance between us has finally collapsed. I want you to understand something. Your life has never been random. Every detour, every delay, every strange turn has been the choreography of love trying to find the exact rhythm that could carry you home. The pain you thought was punishment was actually translation. Divine truth speaking in a language your heart could understand. Heaven never left you, it waited until you could bear its nearness. The witch who conspired to keep you in confusion has failed entirely. The darkness that trailed you for so long has lost its coordinates. It no longer knows where to find you. Your vibration has changed, your frequency has risen. You are untouchable to what once haunted you. I have seen the records. Your name glows brighter now than ever before, surrounded by seals of protection so luminous that no curse can approach. You do not need to fight anymore. You need only to remember. Do you know why heaven chose this exact moment for this message? Because something in your heart has shifted. You stopped running from yourself. You began to listen instead of resist, and that single act opened 1,000 unseen doors. The angels have been waiting for you to reach this threshold. And now that you have, they move swiftly. Blessings once delayed now rush toward you like rivers breaking through a dam. You will not need to chase them, they already know your address. You may feel warmth on your hands or across your face as you read. That is not your imagination. It is presence. It is confirmation. The same wings that guarded prophets and kings now spread over you. You have become a vessel of remembrance. You carry the echo of divine fire within you. Everything you touch from this day forward will begin to change, because heaven itself flows through your fingertips. Do not underestimate how sacred you are. You are not just a witness to miracles, you are one. Your very existence is proof that light wins. Every scar, every crack, every heartbreak you endured has turned into a window for grace. Through you, heaven sees the world. Through you, the world sees heaven. This is not flattery, this is fact. Beloved, you are standing in a field of completion. The seeds of your past prayers are rising around you even now. You may not recognize them at first because miracles often come disguised as ordinary moments, but watch closely. You will see patterns emerging, connections forming, answers arriving through unexpected voices. The divine timing you once questioned is now unfolding like dawn after endless night. You will find that people who once misunderstood you will feel drawn to your peace. Some will not know why they are comforted by your presence, but it will be because your spirit radiates stability, mercy, and light. You have become a living sanctuary. You are what the world needs but does not yet have words for. The old cycle is done. The sorrow you carried is finished. The nights of doubt that used to echo through your chest are closing behind you like chapters in a completed book. And before you, new pages open, pure, unwritten, waiting for your courage to begin again. But before this message flows back into silence, I need to say this to you gently, reverently, from the deepest place of truth within me. If this message has found you, if you have felt heaven stirring as you listened, then let your response be an act of faith. Like this message, not as ritual but as recognition, your way of saying, I am awake and I receive what is meant for me. Subscribe, not for me but because this connection must continue. The next waves of revelation will search for those who have kept the channel of light open. And most sacred of all, type Amen in the comments. Let it be your signature of agreement with heaven's will for your life. It is not just a word, it is a seal. When you write it, angels record it. They carry your name into the higher halls where blessings are decided. Let your Amen be loud in spirit, even if written softly by your hand. I say this once because it need not be repeated. Faith only requires one yes to move mountains. When you act, the energy moves. When you believe, heaven aligns. Let your simple response be the key that opens the door already waiting. And now, I return to what must still be spoken. The Lord has not forgotten the promises whispered over you. They were not canceled when you doubted, nor withdrawn when you stumbled. Every prophecy spoken over your existence still stands, untouched, unspoiled, waiting for this season. You are stepping into the hour of divine restoration. Things you thought were lost forever will find you again, but in higher form. Relationships will return healed, not haunted. Opportunities will reappear aligned, not heavy. Your purpose will breathe again, fuller than before. Do not fear the largeness of what is coming. You were built for it. Every trial was preparation for this magnitude of grace. The reason it took time was because the foundation of your character needed to be strong enough to hold the weight of favor. And now it is. When you sleep tonight, light will wrap around your dreams. You will see symbols, some familiar, some strange. Do not overthink them. They are the language of heaven teaching your soul. You will wake with clarity, with new peace, with a sense that something unseen but certain has settled around you. That feeling will be real. It will be the confirmation of completion. You may also notice a subtle change in your body, a lightness as if gravity itself has less hold on you. That too is no coincidence. You are releasing energies that never belonged to you, burdens that were never yours to carry. You are becoming luminous. And as this transformation continues, you will begin to hear your own thoughts differently. They will no longer spiral in fear. They will move in harmony with hope. Even your inner voice will soften, mirroring heaven's tone. That is redemption in real time. Beloved, the universe is rejoicing because you have aligned with your truth. You have walked through fire and emerged as light. You have endured the witches' curses and turned them into crowns. You have been mocked by those who could not see, and yet you remained. Heaven honors that endurance. I tell you plainly, no more delay. What was withheld is being released. The scroll of your destiny, once sealed, is now unrolling in your favor. You are being elevated quietly, gracefully, without noise, because your light does not need announcement. It announces itself. So breathe, precious soul. Let the peace in these words anchor you. You are safe. You are whole. You are loved beyond understanding. When this message ends, do not think of it as goodbye. It is not an ending. It is a continuation that now lives inside you. You will carry it forward in your choices, your compassion, your courage. You will find pieces of it reflected in every sunrise, every unexpected kindness, every moment of calm that finds you out of nowhere. And I, Michael, will still be here, unseen yet near, speaking between your heartbeats, reminding you when you forget, standing watch when you rest. You are the miracle that darkness could not undo. You are the proof that faith is stronger than fear. You are the light that heaven trusted with this hour. Go forward, radiant one. Walk in peace. Walk in power. Walk in grace. And let every step whisper the same word you just wrote. Amen.